Hello. In this video we are going to discuss some ways to back up the Retailman data and Retailman folder. So to start off with, the easiest way and fastest way of doing backups is to do a backup as you exit Retailman. So when you exit Retailman, you should see a backup button with a zip file on it. What this will do is it will actually back up the data files only. It will not back up the program itself or the any other files or folders. So this is only for backing up the data that you enter. This way you keep the backup small and fast. Now this backup can be sent to either a local hard drive, a external hard drive, a thumb drive, or even to the cloud. The best way of doing backups is you need to keep at least two types of backups. One is online backup and one is offline backup. So you also need to keep a copy of your backup offsite, so that if something happens and you lost all of your backups, you at least have one backup offsite that you can use. The easiest way of doing backups without thinking about it too much is if you click on that, and we do recommend that you use one of the free services such as the Google Drive or the Sky Drive, which is provided by Microsoft. Both are free and give you a fairly generous amount of space that you can save your data. So what you can do is, once you click on that, as you can see here, I'm backing up my Allman backup to the G Drive, which is a Google Drive. This is provided by Google as a free service. With if you have an account with them, an email account with them, then you should be able to install that on your Windows machine and then use that for your backups. So if something happens and you want to retrieve your data, you can always go back and get your data from the cloud. So even if you lost your whole computer or your whole system, that's no problem, as long as you remember your email address and the password with Google. Then you should be able to recall your data from there. As you can see, this is my G drive, my drive, and I call the backup folder Allman Backup. Once I click on the zip backup, it will back up all of my data, which is currently 36.89 megabytes, and I still have about 10 gigabytes available on this drive, so I have plenty of space. So I will do a backup now. So it's backing up now, and it will exit after that. So as you can see, the backup has been done to the Google Drive. Now it will save it initially on your local hard disk, but then it will sync it to the Google servers, which are on the cloud. So you always have a backup of your data on the cloud. As you can see, that's a zip file. I will open the zip folder, where the file was backed up. As you remember, the size was about 36 odd megabytes, and it shrunk them down to about 1.2 megabytes. So that's quite a big change in size. If the file that was saved, it starts with RM for Retailman, and then 2022, which is the year, 01 is the month, and 19 is the day. So it will always take the year, month, day. So if you back up at least once a day, it will create one folder per day. You might like to sort them in subfolders, like monthly subfolders. It's really up to you, so that if you don't want to go back that far, you can delete them as you go. The other option is to use a program that we like to use, and it's a very good program. We have been using it for a while. It's called Cobian Backup. and this backup actually is stays active in the background, and this one is a set and forget, so you don't have to even think about it. So you can back up anytime you like. So you set the time and date. You can make it a backup daily. So I'll show you the backup schedule. So it can be weekly, daily, once. So you can choose any of these options, and you can choose the time of the backup. And even if you like to back up early in the morning or just before leaving, you can actually set it up so that it will back up and shut your system down. So these are the options that you can use with this program. This is a really good program that we highly recommend, and it has so many options. You can download it for free. It's a free program, and it can be downloaded from the Copy and Backup. They have the website, and we've been using it for a while, as I said, and it's really good. We haven't had a data loss for a long time. One thing I forgot to mention about the backup through Retailman is this backup can be set to some users and not others. So you can actually take the backup button from some users if you don't want them to back up your system or restore it. To do that, you have to go to the maintenance user settings, and then choose the user, click on security, and go to maintenance, and choose the option where it says restore data from backup. And if you make that 0, then this will block them from seeing the backup button as well as from restoring your data. So for this user, Sam Jordan, we have blocked him from doing a backup or restore. So let's have a look at what will happen when we log in as Sam Jordan. So we log in as Sam Jordan, and if we try to exit, notice that the backup button has disappeared, which means that they cannot do a backup or restore on your data. If you go back to the master user, then the master user will have the backup option set for them. Note that the first two users, as usual, the first couple of users have full access to the system regardless of their setup status. So you can set them up as 0, and it will still not block them from doing the backup. So if we set them 0, and as you can see, they can still have the backup button there. This is how to do a backup to your data or folder, and hope this video helps. Bye for now.